I bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night. Thanks for watching, guys, and tuning in. There's so much happening, guys. There's so much happening so fast. I don't even know, like, we're in a tailspin right now of the mass amounts of overflow of information that we're getting. Financial this, breakdown here, overcapacity here, couple of lies over there, more lies over there, and more crap ahead. And that's all we've been getting. It's 2021. So I got my wet fart machine here, and we're going to go over a few articles before I hit the sack tonight. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out God Rules. It was on Mike in the Night. He was a great guest. Don't forget to check it out, Mike in the Night last Saturday. And don't forget to set your reminders for our upcoming shows. And also, if you want to send me show tips to read on the channel, go ahead and send them to me through Instagram. All right. So here it is. Guatemalan police forces clear roadblock set up by Honduran migrant caravan. So let's take a look at this video. I have to kind of lower the volume on here. There's the migrant caravan that's coming in from Guatemala. It's in parts of Mexico. The caravan is estimated at about 7,000 to 12,000 people. Other reports, Mexican reports, are coming in. I've been reading reports out of Mexico saying it's anywhere from 16 to 35,000. And I've been reading reports from Venezuela that it's a lot higher. So I'm getting reports from all over Latin America there. So there it is there. People are making their way to the United States of America. And remember, Honduras suffered a couple of hurricanes. What else? Earthquake, COVID, all kinds of stuff is happening. So you're going to start to see more and more people. I wonder what Joe's going to do when they arrive at the Mexican-American border. Okay, here we go again. Canadian Taxpayers Federation debt clock needs replacing after running out of digits. Oh, yeah, let's get a wet fart here. Oh, yeah. So right there, Canadian Taxpayers Federation debt clock needs replacing after running out of digits. So according to this, debt per person is roughly $26,388. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that is mispenditure of governments, and what happens is the can gets kicked down the road, and the next generation, we're already in the next generation's got to pay for this. This current generation, yeah, it's not gonna, yeah. So this is pretty bad. Signal download skyrocketed 4,200% after WhatsApp announced it would force users to share personal data with Facebook. It's topped both Google and Apple's app stores. Biden to deploy FEMA National Guard to set up COVID vaccine clinics across the United States. Guys, this is coming from us from CNBC here. So this is coming from CNBC, and they're actually kind of throwing this out there and plain as day for everyone to see. President-elect, I call it President-select. I don't think he was elected. I think he was selected. Joe Biden plans to use FEMA and the National Guard to build COVID vaccine clinics across the United States, according to new details of this COVID-19 vaccination plan. The Biden administration will also quickly jumpstart efforts to make the vaccines available at local pharmacies across the U.S. Hold on, I got something for that. Oh yeah. That's like one of those you hear at the truck stop. The Biden, pharmacies, the policy changes that we're going to be making are going to take time to show up in the COVID statistics. It's not just a statistic, it's people's lives, Biden said during a speech right there. Let's move along. Alberta braces for Biden's Keystone XL decision. So here it is. Remember Keystone XL? Remember the important pipeline that's going to put a lot of Albertans in work or employ a lot of Albertans? But it looks like he might be canceling this project. It looks like that's, Trump was what a terrible president, but he was giving jobs and expanding these pipelines. And it looks like that's he might be canceling it. So, and Canadians keep looking at Trump as the big bully. So we're going to see who's the big bully when this next administration or select administration comes in. We'll see we're going to see what's going to happen. Second carbon tax has arrived, guys. Oh yeah, man, second carbon tax. I'm already paying. Where's that bill? I got a bill here. I got a gas bill here. You could read my gas bills. I have gas bills that I've read on my channel where I'm paying $300-400 a month for gas. So I'm getting an all-in-one, on-board on-demand water heater and boiler, electric. No more gas. I'm cutting the gas at the street. I'm going to cut it like the city's going to cut it, and I'm done. I'm done with the gas. It's over. I'm getting everything electric, and then if the electric gets too expensive, I have an enormous roof, and I get a lot of sun. So, and they're probably making it illegal to put solar panels. Watch. They want you to go green, but when it's coming to help yourself, watch. So here in 2 weeks in the new year, the lockdown life are being forced to endure. So what does it say? Just before Christmas, Trudeau told he plans to raise an existing carbon tax 566% over the next 10 years. So there it is. 566%. Here you go. This one's got a reverb. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's for that. Good for that. New Zealand lifts all COVID restrictions, declaring the nation virus-free. Yeah, look at you, New Zealand. You did it all alone, and you lifted the virus restrictions. It's like saying, standing outside for like 3 weeks straight, and then it starts raining, and you say, look, it's raining. I told you guys it was going to rain sometime. Well, how much of this was there, or how much of it was real, or how much of it was a show? Now the inauguration is just 2 days away, and New Zealand's already ahead of the curb. Good job, New Zealand. You're already ahead of the curb to show the rest of the world. Wow. So there it is there. So they're officially virus-free nation, New Zealand. Good job. Hamilton Lab apologizes after 31 people receive incorrect COVID test results. Okay, well, let's move on right there. This is from Awake Canada, says no excess deaths in 2020. This is actually true. This is not a lie. I actually looked into this to kind of clarify it through the province. And this is true. In British Columbia, deaths by local health authority. So in 2020, look at this, 2020. 22,095, okay? 2017, 22,832. This is actually on the Canadian British Columbia website. More people died in 2017 than died in 2020. Heck, more people died in 2018 than died in 2020. Hold on. Oh, that's an office fart. I call those office farts. All right. Biden asked Congress on first day to grant legal status to 11 million illegal aliens. So there it is. As one first act in office, President-elect Joe Biden will ask Congress to offer legal status to an estimated 11 million foreigners in the country illegally. And there's a migrant caravan on the way. It's going to be great. We're going to see what Joe's going to do. Feds admit Capitol siege was planned in advance by Trump haters, not Trump supporters. They already knew. They're like, this is like plain as day. Everybody knows this, man. This is not old. This is nothing. The True North is reporting that Alberta bureaucrats get pay raises worth $18.7 million. Of course. Who's going to pay for it? The taxpayers. But if they keep closing all the small businesses, how are the taxpayers going to pay the public sector if the private sector is closed? They're just going to print money in debt you and your family, and they get the raise, and they're basically getting the money off, just skimming it. They're no longer skimming it. They're going in with wheelbarrows to take whatever they can, and that's what's happening. Wet fart. All right. Canilsa, Trudeau's liberals clearly nervous over vaccine rollout. This is from the Toronto Sun, saying that basically when they start buying and searching, you know, you're winning. When they ignore you, you're losing. So there it is. They are kind of worried about this vaccine rollout because, you know, in Canada, our healthcare is free. I don't know what that means, but we do pay a lot of taxes here. So I don't know how free it is. So let's move on here. London, Ontario NICU nurse who traveled to District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., has been fired with cause. So they basically fired her just for traveling. And she said that she traveled without non-essential travel orders, or it was non-essential her travel, and they fired her. And they are getting rid of a ton of nurses and doctors right now. They've been laying off nurses and doctors since the summer of 2019. They're having a really tough time keeping them employed because majority of the hospitals are empty. Oh yeah. California urges stop to 300,000 COVID vaccines after some fall ill. So they're stopping 300 vaccination as people start to feel ill. And it says here, the announcement came as California counties continue to plead for more COVID vaccine as the state tries to reduce its rate of infection, which has led to record numbers of hospitalizations and deaths. California, with the population of 40 million, has received about 3.5 million vaccine doses and has administered about a third of them, according to the CDC. So far, the state vaccinated just 2,468 people per 100,000 residents, a rate that falls below the national average, according to federal data. So they're actually... they're stopping the vaccine administration. They're administering it. They're putting a stop in California. People are getting sick. And world on the brink of catastrophic moral failure with the vaccine nationalism, the WHO says. What do they mean? This could delay the COVID deliveries and create exactly the scenario the COVAX was designed to avoid. With hoarding and chaotic market and uncoordinated response and continued social economic disruption. Ultimately, these actions will only prolong the pandemic, he added, urging countries to avoid making the same mistakes during the H1N1 and HIV pandemics. The global scramble for shots has intensified as more infectious virus variants circulate. So there's variants going around, guys. Just like Billy Gates, 10 push-ups. I don't think Bill Gates, the self-entitled or self-promoted World Health leader who can't do 10 push-ups is telling us that San Francisco should never open indefinitely. That's what he said. You can look it up. And what do we got here? From the Wall Street Journal, COVID has thrown around 100 million people into extreme poverty, World Bank estimates. I think it's a bit more than 100 million. The COVID pandemic has thrown 88 million to 114 million people into extreme poverty, according to the World Bank of biennial estimates of the global poverty. So the reversal by this far largest cities extreme poverty is going back to 1990. When the data began. So it's going back to historical data to actually match numbers. Okay, we're here. All right. So this is for North Queensland. Power News and Service. German U.S. legal team about to launch COVID lawsuit to expose Gates Rockefeller pandemic. So this has been going on for a couple of months now, and we'll see where this heads. We'll keep our finger on the pulse with that. And Maclean's, why Justin Trudeau is number one on the 2021 Maclean's power list. Dismiss the Prime Minister if you like, but one fact is that in the past year, he had and used power on a scale nobody in the country could match. So if you're living in Canada, he is using powers. Who had more power in Canada in 2020 and was less inhibited about wielding it than Justin Trudeau? So there it is, the Prime Minister of Canada. So there is a lot going on, lots of controversy, lots of scandals going on the back end. And fart with reverb. Wet fart. All right, let's move on. Fauci warns of more ominous strains of COVID emerging worldwide. Oh my God. There's more viruses emerging. This is never going to go away. We need to get a hold of the media and stop publicizing what these people are telling people. Stop publicizing what these people have to say, because it's misinforming people, and people from 10, 20, 30 years down the road and the newer generations are going to think that the actual flu is a virus. So you got to go get yourself vaccinated when you don't feel well. This is what's going to happen in the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the road. Wet fart. Okay. California urges provider to halt the use of batch of Moderna vaccines. Again, Higher than usual numbers of possible reactions. Fewer than 10 people need medical attention. 33,000 plus doses delivered to 287 providers. Former Ontario Chief Medical Officer says sides with Roman Barber on lockdowns. So basically, 5 key points. Basically, lockdowns are dangerous, they're depressing, and it burdens fall of disproportionately on the young, the working poor, and visible minorities. So there's too much happening right now, and lockdowns are not... Portugal ruled it is illegal to lock down, and it's against human rights and liberties. Portuguese courts ruled. Okay? What do we got here? Dr. Hillary Jones warns... Oops, sorry, there's an article there. No, that's advertising here. Dr. Hillary Jones warns people hoping for a summer holiday are barking up the wrong tree. So if you think you want to go on a vacation, this guy right here is telling you you're not going anywhere. Oh yeah, wet fart. You're not going anywhere. You think you're going somewhere? Where do you think you're going? Huh? You ain't going nowhere, buddy. You stay home and you listen to what this guy is telling you. Toronto police lay 65 charges over first weekend of stay-at-home order. Thousands of COVID vaccines wind up in the garbage because of Fed state guidelines. It's unclear how many doses wounded up in the trash because many hospitals aren't reporting these numbers for fear of retribution, a leading public health doctor said. So there's a lot of hospitals, I guess, trashing the vaccines. Or, you know what the problem is? I think the hospital's on the hook for the vaccination. I know you cannot sue vaccine companies, but I think if you get an administered vaccine in some U.S. hospitals, they're actually liable to take you in if you get sick from their vaccine. You can't sue the vaccine company because they made it illegal, but you could go after the hospital that administered it to you. That's what I heard from a lawyer the other day. He was talking to me on Skype. All right, breaking. Ford announces first new Ontario hospital to be built in over 30 years. $125 million investment for COVID hotspots. Oh my God, they're still pushing this agenda. Holy crap. Wet fart. What are they, like, I mean, this is full of crap. Wow, $125 million in taxpayers' money. You could see with the next administration that comes into play that the hospitals will be empty. That one especially. Hotspots, COVID hotspots. This is not going to go away, guys. This is not going to go away. And Peruvian court accuses Bill Gates and Soros and Rockefeller for creating the COVID. And extreme cold sends temperatures plummeting to 73 below zero in Siberia. What about global warming? Like not Bill Gates, the other idiots. What's his name? Man Bear Pig. Al Gore said that Florida was going to be underwater by 2007, and the oceans will rise about 40 feet, and nothing's happened. Nothing. If anything, a lot of Florida ocean levels actually have resided, like brought themselves back. Have I don't know, you know what I mean, right? Have taken themselves actually further out. So I don't know. Wet fart. All right. And the Metro. Heathrow busy with people fleeing the UK before travel rules change. So we had Buddy over filming Heathrow Airport there 2 Mike in the nights ago. We had Buddy at Heathrow Airport before he went to jail. And he was filming the airport for us. And it was this exact same airport right here. It was dead. There wasn't a single soul in that airport when he went to go fly somewhere. And that's what it was right there. It was completely dead. Now, apparently, it's sprawling. This place looks jumpy. There's tons of people here. And it looks like a lot of people are on their way out of the country. I don't know. Do these people know something that we don't? Are they basically, wow, look at the distancing between each other. Everybody's conforming to the orders. They have their papers ready, and that's what's happening. And Canada apparently is going to be the first country now that's going to have digital ID Apparently, was reading an article earlier. I read it before. I didn't want to reread it again. It's almost like rereading the same stuff. They believe that right now that they're going to start a new digital ID here in Canada. It's going to tie in everything. They're looking at tying in your internet searches, and it's looking at tying in. So when you get to a border crossing and they want to check and see what you've been looking up. Are you pro-Trump? Are you pro this? Do you dislike Hillary Clinton? Do you dislike JT? So they're going to look at that, and they're going to determine whether or not they're going to look at your internet searches. They're going to look at who you've been talking to. They're going to look at who you're following. They're going to have your driver's license there. They're going to have everything there, and they're going to have your vaccination. Apparently, your vaccination record is going to be uploaded to that system too, so they could monitor you and you be a good citizen. And that's what I think is going to be happening. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. A bunch of crap, because that's what it is, a bunch of crap. Comment below, migrant caravans, bad batches of vaccine, people leaving England, creepy Joe Biden, what's he gonna do? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for joining me for a bunch of crap. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.